until lap 195. Hard to believe, but he's going to be out front with 3 to go.
I guarantee he's driving out that back window as much as he is in that windshield. He slams the door on Gordon, 24, 3 to go.
That's what you do when you're in the lead. You just move around, move around.
Look at Kurt Busch in the 97, 3 wide. He's going to make the pass.
He gets by Stewart.
And here comes Gordon.
Mark Martin back at 7th, still part of the chase here.
Gordon still thinks he can make that outside car in the wall off the 2. I think it's the 9 car.
But he keeps going.
Debris all over the place.
Yep. Casey Kane bounced off the wall, turn 2.
And Jeff Gordon has made a pass.
Caution is out. The field freezes.
Caution is out.
Under Tony Stewart. And that can really, if he gets up on the outside of Jeff Gordon, we got a race on our hands because they're going to come from everywhere.
Gordon's on the gas, green flag, 2 laps to settle it.
They got that fast restart. There you see Dale Earnhardt Jr. goes to the bottom, slams the door on Jimmy Johnson in the 48. Looks like Johnson's going to get kicked to the high side, though, by Kurt Busch in the 97.
Stewart is blocked in the 20, nowhere to go. It's Junior and Gordon.
Gordon's not going to give up that yellow line, you can bet that.
8 car with you, 2 car gap, then 2 by 2.
Now Junior's got help. Kurt Busch. No, Busch slices to the outside. He wants to win the 500.
Coming outside.
He gives Jeff Gordon a push going off into turn 3.
Kurt Busch, the next Nextel Cup champion, fights his way to 2nd.
It's a good thing he can't get any closer than that because I believe he would have probably given Gordon a big shot up the hill.
Here they come, boys. White flag, 1 to go.
Scott Riggs to 4th. Stewart looks to go 3 wide. Thinks better of it. He is trapped behind Jimmy Johnson.
Boy, that 97 car of Kurt Busch is a fast piece of equipment right there. He's got to look.
He's the only Ford in the front 5. What can he do?
Look at Scott Riggs in that 10 car. He's trying to get him a top 5 finish in this Daytona 500. And there's Jimmy Johnson on the 48 on the outside, Darrell.
Somebody needs to get up there and go with him, but I don't know if Tony Stewart can run the outside or not. He hadn't all day.
Busch to the outside. Gordon slams the door on him into turn 3.
6 cars have a chance to win it. Jeff Gordon's going to lead him into turn 4. They're 1 mile from home.
Tony Stewart just slid up the racetrack. He and Jimmy Johnson are going to make contact.
3 wide. They're bouncing off each other.
Jeff Gordon's going to win his 3rd Daytona 500. Kurt Busch, Dale Jr., and Scott Riggs completes a dream week with a 4th place finish.
Boy, he did.
And it takes you back to October. Martinsville, Virginia. On a plane carrying his son Ricky, his brother John, John's 2 daughters, Randy Dorton, Jeff Turner, Joe Jackson, all aligned with the Hendrick motor. Coming to the line. Watch Jimmy Johnson's 48 and the 20 of Tony Stewart.
Stewart went to the outside, made a big run, and he went up the hill and come up, got him behind, blocked him behind Jimmy Johnson. Then I thought they were gone right here. I thought that was a big crash, but they held on to him, raced back to the line. You can see Mark pushing Scott Riggs across in front of Jimmy Johnson. And now watch down here. Tony is some kind of frustrated and some kind of upset. Run 500 miles, don't have a scratch on your car, and then decide to beat them all up at the ramp today.
They ganged up on Jeff Gordon to pass him. Gordon got the lead back by himself. It'll take a coordinated group effort to get him again.
Boy, McMurray pulled down in front of Michael in the 15 car. He got loose, had to get out of the throttle.
I thought that was... Oh,
there you go again.
Truex and Junior.
48, 8.
Johnson hard into the wall. And caution is out. Now that's before the leader gets the white flag. So this race is not over.
Took out about half of our lead pack cars. See Kevin Harvick, our Polson.
See Michael and McMurray, they make contact right here, but no harm. Here comes the 38. He forces everybody up.
Like either Truex got to the back of Junior or maybe someone got to the back of Truex.
I think they just had the lift over there and somebody ran in the back of somebody.
Harry, I thought I saw Kevin Harvick in the middle lane get forced over into Dale Jr. Let's see here. watch from Kevin Harvick.
Behind you, we're in it. Damn it.
And as this unfolds, Buffy Waltrip upper left, Delana Harvick upper right. As their chances to go to victory lane today are done.
It's like those cars went up and almost hit the wall, Darrell, coming off turn 2, and they came back down the racetrack a little bit.
Yeah, you saw the dust fly, so somebody was getting into the wall, and they must have jumped off of the wall or slid out and hit the car beside them, which must have been Dale Jr. Shot him into the one car.
Biffle and Quaffle there shoving Junior down the backstretch.
Well, I don't know.
Green flag.
Well, now let's see what happens.
Only up to 145 miles an hour entering turn 1. Larry, you're right. Slow restart. Nobody able to gain advantage.
38's got to run. 38's got to run. He needs to knock the fire out of that 42.
And it needs to happen here at the backstretch. He lagged back just a little bit to get that run.
42 wants to do something. If he could get some help, I'm telling you, he'd put some pressure on Jeff. But so far, they don't have the help.
Tony Stewart in the 20 car going to the bottom. Michael Waltrip in the 15 pushing him. They'll be coming to the white flag. This time they're going to kick Elliott Sadler to the high side to 38.
Stewart took the air off Sadler's spoiler. McMurray working him down, but Stewart's got room. They touch.
He's there.
He
One to go.
Working just right.
Now, boys, let me tell you, that 15 and that 20, it could be trouble for Jeff Gordon.
McMurray and Mayfield traded a little paint, and Jeremy is up to 4th. Kurt Busch, the defending series champ, battles for 5th. 4 cars with a little breakaway.
Jeff Gordon protecting that bottom of the racetrack. You can see Michael Waltrip all over the back bumper of Tony Stewart.
They just can't get to him. They're there, but they can't get enough run on him to get by him. It's a long way down here to the start-finish line, but I just don't think they got the steam. Jeff's car is just too fast.
A lot of races have been decided between right here and the finish line, down past the pit exit. But Jeff Gordon is going to hold him off and win the Aaron's 499. Tony Stewart.
Mark will get them both.
Now look at his mirror. Mark Martin's there in the 6th.
Mark will get them both. So y'all go ahead and race each other.
Whoa, Martin's around.
Oh, man, how'd he do that?
I think he just turned it to the bottom too quick coming off the corner. Caution is out.
Go, Buck. Get your gear. Go, 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 go. They got the caution out. Go, 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 go.
Martin will fall only to 6th place. He loses 1 position.
Yeah, but he's probably going to have to.
Just stick around. We'd give you a good finish.
And Mark gets down under the 9 car. He tries to cut down off of turn 4. She just won't stick. A lot of laps on the tires, not enough grip. But look what a job he did to keep it off the fence. And like you said, lost 1 spot. Now, there's a couple of players here, buddy. That 16 can be fast, and we know that 48's fast.
And he's sitting in 5th right now.
And Jeff Gordon up.
Green flag, green flag.
Kenny Schrader spun the tires in the 49
Ryan
car.
Newman stacked them up. Newman stacked them up big time. He took off and then checked up, and Schrader checked up to keep him running over him.
There goes Carl Edwards in that 99 car, though. Greg Biffle, though, in the 16. He's going to take the position. He has a lap and a half to get it done.
Jeff Gordon comes right up to the back bumper and moves the car aside.
Just
moves
like
Edwards over.
Carl Edwards goes for a ride.
And here goes Biffle for the lead. 16 car. They'll be coming to the white flag this time.
Greg Biffle has led the most laps. Can he lead the last lap?
I think he might do it.
Here comes Gordon for 2nd on the inside.
And remember, Gordon had those 4 tires. He's got a lap to get it done.
White flags in the air. They're in turn 2.
This is the race. This is it. Casey Kane takes 3rd. Newman fades to 4th. Greg Biffle has them all in his mirror.
He's got it made. If he can just ride her through here, just keep her between the rails.
I mean, Jeff Gordon drove that thing down into turn 3.
Greg Biffle leads 176 laps and wins the Dodge Charger 500.
And they're ready to come to the start-finish line. Rusty Wallace in the 2, Kevin Harvick in the 29.
Sure what that's all about. And Darlington Raceway, the lady in black, has the last word as usual.
You know who had the last together? Harvick gets under Rusty. Oh, and Rusty comes down. I don't know if he got bumped from behind.
It started ahead of them. Carl Edwards bounced off the wall. Joe Nemechek got into him, and then these 3 cars came into it.
Chain reaction.
Everybody is okay.
15 seconds behind leader Carl Edwards, but considering Greg Biffle, who came in here second points, had the brake issue. Elliott Sadler, third, coming in here back in 21st with a penalty. Ryan Newman has a tire problem. That will bring a caution out, I'm about sure. Caution is out with 6 to go.
Left front.
Carl Edwards did not need that. Brian Vickers did not need that.
When she goes, it locks it. I mean, you can't turn the car. Then he bangs into that soft barrier.
And Darrell, that's one of the fastest part of the racetrack, turning off into turn 1.
Yeah, you're already on the brakes.
And remember, he did gas only almost 50 laps ago. Well, he did 4 tires at lap 148, got the gas only.
Clear. Ooh, hold on.
Yeah.
No caution yet.
Michael Waltrip was almost
Caution
too close.
Caution is out.
Well, here's the one that just about, watch this right here. Here
Mike
comes
Wallace.
the 4 car, and yo. Now, Larry, how many tires do you wish you had?
Duck scoring his first victory in Nextel Cup, or Mark Martin to get Jack Roush's first ever Pocono win. Green-white checker as we begin lap 200.
Carl got that good start. He jumped out there just far enough that he should be in good shape.
Pretty clean restart for everyone. Single foul off into turn 1.
Here comes Mark. He's looking to the inside of the 25. Kenny Schrader's up in the wall. Kenny Schrader's
Looked like the 25 wiggled and Mark Martin wiggled. Mark lost a lot of ground. He's got a lot of pressure from Kyle Busch in the 5, who wants that 3rd position as well.
Wow.
Now Schrader keeps going. That will not force a caution, we don't think. Lap and a half to go.
Boy.
Ryan Newman released from the care center.
I believe
okay.
Mark Martin's got a problem. He got a car in the wall. It's Bobby Labonte in turn 2.
Caution. At lap 199, caution is out, and we are going to have to check with NASCAR to see if we have already entered the green flag checker scenario. So caution comes.
2 to go. Rusty put a little gap there that time.
Michael Waltrip with a spin, and the caution is out.
Uh-oh, overtime.
Really erupts. Casey Kane, outstanding effort today. Currently scored 5th. Ricky Rudd in 10th. Mike Bliss 11th.
And Michael just has no rear downforce on that car.
His spoiler has been, his deck lid has been bent up and blocking the rear spoiler, so you're right. No downforce at all.
So you want to drive a Nextel Cup car, huh? Here you go.
Not like this.
That's why I don't like, why I'm against this. Going out with wrecked cars because of points.
Hold on to it.
Because they wreck again?
Are you all right?
Sorry?
Because they wreck again?
Yeah. They wreck again, and when you wreck the second time, you got less cushion.
Here.
Man, oh man, what a restart he got.
I mean, you know, once okay, twice, but 3 times. Somebody's sleeping back there.
They step out of line behind him. Busch leads. Martin follows Wallace into 1.
There goes Casey Kane
on the outside. Ooh, Carl Edwards gets a little bit sideways, but Kane, and here we go.
And this will bring out, let's see if it brings out the caution. Kane in the wall.
Nope.
Stays green. Busch continues to lead. Very disappointing for Casey Kane. It worked his way up to the top 5. Busch pulls away.
And Rusty Wallace is pulling away from the 6 car Mark Martin.
Yeah, that little deal back there gave him some breathing room between Edwards, and now we got Newman trying to take a spot from Carl Edwards.
Last lap. Newman and Edwards battle. Busch trying to pull away. Wallace looking for a second place finish. Newman under Edwards. But Carl hangs on. Newman continues with the clinic.
Here comes Stewart. Stewart's got a head of steam right there.
And his teammate Bobby Labonte behind him. Caution is out. That will decide it. Kurt Busch is the race winner. One attempt at the green-white checkered finish. The caution comes out. Kurt Busch will come.
But to be honest with you, that ruins our day. I know it doesn't make Casey's day any better, but Casey's an awesome competitor, and that just adds an accident, and it ruined his day. So
around the car, around the racetrack with caution flag. Caution. We could see green, white check. We could see going into overtime. Wow. What will that do to fuel mileage to these guys?
And here we have people in the sand trap.
And that one of them is Kurt Busch.
Yep.
Watch at the top of your screen.
No, I think that was just.
No, that was Ron Fellows making contact, and that's not in turn 6 and 7. That's up in the interloop. And Busch just drove straight in.
I think he was trying to avoid the other cars sliding across him. That's about the only thing he could do.
On board with Biffle.
Steven's ready. All right, come on through. Got 3.
And that guy's in deep.
We go.
Got to go in deep.
Go, go, go.
There again, Stewart gets a great restart. And they're not even close enough to try to outbreak them.
Said looking to the inside of Robbie, will not get there. Give a call to Jimmy Johnson in that 48. He's had a solid day. Good performance.
Man, oh man, Tony Stewart just drove away on the restart, and these guys right behind, knowing he was going to do that. So I got to give Tony Stewart credit as much as blame as anything.
Yeah, I mean, both those last restarts have been, he got him. He fooled them.
That's right. He just drove away from him.
Through the inner loop. Then the carousel. If the caution comes out, the race is over. Stewart's okay with that battery?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Fresh battery should last for a couple of laps.
Especially with everything off.
Out of turn 7 to the pit stretch. White flag, last lap at the Glen. Dave Burns.
Robbie Gordon radioed his crew, no way we're going to make it. We're done. I don't know if he meant he's out of fuel, if there's no way he can catch the 20. And no, he's not catching the 20.
That's probably what he's talking about. They're just not going to catch the 20 because the car certainly seems to be under power.
Well, this 20 team is in top championship form right now. Off the win at Indianapolis a week ago. Headed for victory lane here at Watkins Glen. To Michigan next week and then Bristol.
I mean, in 2 laps, he has pulled out to a 2.5 lead on really good drivers and race cars.
Won at Sonoma earlier this year. Tony Stewart, the new road course king in the NASCAR Nextel Cup Series. Sweeps off of 7, makes the right-hander. He can see the checkered flag now. Tony Stewart goes back-to-back and wins at the Glen.
Talk about dominating.
Not enough to make up the distance between himself and Kyle Busch in the 5.
Trapped behind Brian Vickers right now.
Crash.
Caution is out. Scott Riggs.
22, is that Wimmer?
Dale Jarrett. Wasn't that? Was that? That was Wimmer. You're right. I was.
Looked like the 88, didn't it?
Yeah, it did look like the 88 when they went in there.
You think we had a shootout before? We really got one now.
Yeah.
You see the 10 car on Sterling and Marlin on the inside. Some contact between Sterling.
Takes Robbie Gordon with him.
Like Jeff Burton also in the wall. Wasn't that Jeff Burton?
Looked like it.
There we see Sterling coming up the hill, making some contact.
Sterling just slid up the racetrack and got into the left rear of Scott Riggs in the 10 car. And that's what started all this.
Oh, that's hard contact was by Robbie Gordon. And that was Jeff Burton at 31.
Sure was. See Gordon Jarrett go down on the apron to avoid hitting anybody.
There we see Burton at 31 making contact with the right front.
Let's ride along with Jeff Burton here for a second.
Inside, 24 inside. Got 2 up high. Stay in the middle. Easy. Clip this, guys. Green flag.
Boy, they were really spread out there.
A good start, though. Got 4 or 5 car lengths in between him and Biffle right now.
Tony Stewart on the inside of Matt Kenseth trying to take away a spot. Couldn't make it.
Down the backstretch. Vickers blocking Kenseth. Matt dives to the inside. He's got those 4 tires, wants by that 25.
Here comes a 99 car.
Up on the outside of Stewart, gets a spot.
Last lap.
One more, buddy. One more.
Edwards on the outside of Kenseth. Whoa, he's got that thing hung out.
And those points will hurt Matt trying to make the chase.
He's going to lose another spot. Tony Stewart.
Nerves are already through the roof.
Through turns 3 and 4. Tomorrow the headlines will say Busch won at California.
Here it is.
But it'll be Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch wins at California.
Yeah, get it, get it, get it. Your 6th Cup winner by 4 days, Kyle Busch, baby. Yeah.
Couldn't get it done.
Oh, Nemechek crashes off turn 4.
Down the front stretch, caution is out. We will have a green-white checkered finish.
And you know what? That's probably the least damage you'll ever have at this racetrack spinning off turn 4.
Boy, he was just high already.
Oh, it gets contact behind with Jeff Burton. Touched in the left rear by Burton, and around he goes.
Jeff Burton on those 4 fresh tires.
Outside, outside.
Here we go.
He's going.
2 laps to decided it's over. Overtime.
And here we go. Good restart by the 5. 48 just goes.
They are teammates, 48 and 5. Johnson in the chase for the championship. Kyle Busch is not. White flag, last lap.
Wow, he's underneath them.
He's right there. Oh, Jimmy said, come on, teammate, cut me some slack.
Through turns 3 and 4 now. Kyle Busch, the rookie, looking at Johnson, the championship contender. Teammates coming to the checkers. Jimmy Johnson wins at Dover.
Four to go, 2 cars in front. Let's see if he can make that move again like he did about 3 laps ago going into 3.
car's been so good all day. Overcame an overheating problem early in the race.
Oh, he got somebody spinning.
Ken Schrader is around.
Left rear.
Caution is out.
Left rear tire went flat.
And you know what that means, don't you?
Green, white, checkered.
Exactly right.
Boy, that's not what you want here.
Right rear tire blew.
There he is, the 49 car, and when those tires go flat, you just instantly lose control. And there's the wall.
20 cars on the lead lap. Here.
Right.
Here we go.
And now's when they start fanning out.
Kenseth got down low. Stewart, Dale Jarrett on the inside line. Newman, McMurray, Carl Edwards.
See, now Newman's got a good run if he can make a move on the 17, but the 17 will block him.
How long can you hold your breath?
And Matt did exactly what he needed to do. He did a good job on that restart. A good restart, and he anticipated the pass coming off of turn 2.
And he wants to see him bunch up behind him. That 2x2 will slow those guys down.
Now the 17 just got to worry about keeping that 12 car behind him.
Well, like I said, you start blocking when there's just one guy trying to pass. It's just tougher to do when you've got 3 or 4.
Tony Stewart up next to Newman.
And he's got to run, too. Now,
Boy,
Matt's
does
going to
he
have to
ever
block
got to
some
run.
more.
Last lap.
Oh, man.
Here comes Tony Stewart. He's got the lead in turn 1. And
Good
Dale
move.
Jarrett on the outside.
Unit 20, just the 2 of you. Neck to neck, come on.
Now it just depends on who goes with who.
And how strong that 88 is, we're finally going to find out. Oh, crash. Kyle Petty. Hard crash. We stay green. Now the caution is out. Race is over. There are 19 scoring loops around this track.
The 88
All the way, baby, all the way.
88 might have been in front.
NASCAR will use their scoring loops and television replays to determine the position of the cars on the track. You do not race back to the yellow in NASCAR. And it was a wreck Dale Jarrett was involved in.
Dale Jarrett.
I don't know who they're cheering for right now, 45 or the...
I think Kyle's trying to cross the start-finish line, don't you think?
Yeah, I believe he is.
He wants to finish.
He's going to do it.
There it is. All right.
The Army. Trouble on the backstretch. Car around.
But Rusty Wallace.
One blowing up on the back.
Rusty Wallace. More trouble for another contender in the chase for the Nextel Cup.
Oh, Jimmy Johnson did not want to see this.
Left front tire.
Ryan Vickers, yep.
Just got busy back there.
Yeah, he did.
What else to say?
Johnny Sauter, the 09 car, passed he and the 25 of Vickers as they battle off turn 2. Sauter in the 09 car, and it's like Rusty hit a bump or something and just...
I think he got hit by Johnny when he was making that pass. It looked like Rusty and Vickers had to kind of check up because they were almost wrecking together. Sauter had a run, and they may have made a little bit of contact that just knocked Rusty's car out of shape.
Rusty Wallace.
And that's for the 12th position. So those guys are running hard.
Now this says he's trying to get to the pits.
Right rear blows. Takes the fender with it and the cone.
Rusty's gone all season without a DNF, but did not finish.
Still there. Watch it in front of you. Still there. It's been in front of you. Clear, all clear.
What's that, BP?
Sauter didn't make any contact with Rusty there.
All right. Jimmy Johnson has won 3 in a row here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway for the last 5. Kurt Busch, Greg Biffle, a couple of Roush teammates right behind him. Right now it's a Chevy chase for 2 laps.
Busch tried to get that momentum on the outside. Didn't work.
He's got a lot of speed going down the backstretch anyway.
And Jimmy Johnson drove that car in, and parts on that car started dragging. We haven't seen drag all day.
One more lap.
White flag, final lap.
Driving 110% now.
Yes, sir. 2 more turns. Does not look like Busch can get there. Jimmy Johnson has had a wild night. He and his crew have fought through all kinds of problems. But Jimmy Johnson, 4 in a row at Lowe's.
Unbelievable, guys. You guys are the best.